Hello everyone, Robert McClellan here with another video to pique your interest and hopefully give you another cool tool to add to your arsenal as a musician and or an audio engineer. Today we're going to take this and turn it into this. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with what this channel is all about, this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. Now, recently, a lot of people have been learning a ton from the raw track reactions here on the channel. I don't know if reaction is really a good word. Maybe the raw track analysis that we've been doing here on the channel. Now, there's something magical about being able to solo certain elements of a mix to hear the creative genius of the performers, especially something to the likes of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, Stevie Wonder's Superstition, or even some killer Bee Gees harmonies. Now, although not everyone has access to these multi-tracks, the program that we're going to talk about today could very well get you as close to the raw tracks as possible. Oh, and here's the kicker, on any song that you can think of. So, what is this program that I speak of? Well, it's a program called Lalal.ai. Lalal.ai? Lalal.ai? Just read it on the screen. By the way, before we get started, if you would like to access some of those awesome multi-tracks we just spoke of, including some that you can even add to your personal portfolio, sprinkled throughout this video will be some special codes that'll look something like this. Now, these codes are going to lead you down the yellow brick road to a land of 50% off your first month to the VIP members area, where awesomeness awaits. Okay, so what is Lalal.ai? To simplify the complexities and the technical jargon, this program is basically an artificial intelligence-based program, and due to its machine learning, mathematical optimization, and digital signal processing, it allows so that anyone can obtain unprecedented results when looking to extract not only vocals, but even instruments from an audio or, get this, even a video file. So what separates this program from others? Pun intended. One major advantage that this program has over others is that there are no tedious installation steps, no third-party software that needs to be installed, and they've made it extremely easy to use. All you do is simply open it up in your browser, drag and drop an audio file or video file in, then download the separated vocal and instrumental tracks, or even listen to them right on the page before you even decide to download them at all. Now, something else to consider is that the audio format that you feed this AI is the format that you receive after the processing has been completed. So for instance, if you upload an MP3 file for splitting, then you get the results in MP3. Now, the same goes for FLAC, WAV, and any other format that you feed it. Now, this is rather unique because while other services can come close, this program preserves not only the original container, but also the original encoding parameters. In other words, if you upload a file at 192K 24-bit, you get a 192K 24-bit output as well. I can definitely say that this company is not just out to create another novelty with a few minimal differences to the other alternatives that are already out there. In fact, in all of the email correspondence that I've had, I can definitely tell that the very fiber of this company is to actually serve the end user. Now, literally, if you go to their website right now, in their own words, the short-term plans of this company include not only improving the overall split quality, but also giving their users more control over how their music is processed. And they get the concept that what sounds good for some may not sound good for others. Therefore, they're dedicated to let the users decide how the advanced AI filters are actually applied to their compositions to see what works best for them. All right, guys, let's head over to the desktop now. Let's see exactly how easy this program is to use. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Select File. Okay, so now I've got my test audio loaded up, and as you can see, it's processing the audio now. Okay, so now it's telling me that my previews are ready. Now, what this is doing right now, because I have this acoustic guitar selected over here, it's supposed to split out only the acoustic guitar from this particular song. Let's take a listen. Okay, that's pretty phenomenal because I actually recorded, wrote, mixed, and mastered this song, so I know exactly what it's supposed to sound like. That's crazy. Okay, let's take a listen to this here where it says without acoustic guitar. So theoretically, this should be the rest of the song now without the acoustic guitar being involved.
Through the fire, through the flame, you're making us stronger. No, it's not in vain. There's always a purpose in the midst of the pain.
Okay, that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's very hard for an AI to pick up on, especially given the fact that the acoustic guitar's range, its frequency range, is very close to a male vocals anyway. So kudos to this company. I mean, this is pretty phenomenal. Now, although the acoustic guitar track by itself, that one kind of blew me away a little bit more than this one did. Let's go ahead and take a listen though, because probably for those of you who are watching this, a better representation of how you're going to use this is by separating out like a vocal and an instrumental. So let's try this. Okay, it has been successful. It also tells me that whenever this is selected as actually splitting out the entire file, that it's going to send that also to my email to be able to download that later. So this was 57 megabytes at 5 minutes. So I can actually just download these files now straight to my downloads folder here on my desktop, and we can actually pull them up that way. Okay, so now from the files that we actually downloaded a minute ago, let's listen to the one that we split out that has no vocals. Okay, that's not too bad at all. I only heard very faint remnants of the vocal there. Now let's listen to the one where it is the vocals only.
Through the fire, through the flame, you're making us stronger. No, it's not in vain.
Okay, that's not too bad. Now, the reason why I chose this song was because here towards the end of it, we actually have a choir that's going to be singing. So I want to see if it can separate the instrumentation from an entire choir. This is going to be sort of a key factor for me. Now, it's also notable to mention that I've got this set on, but you can't see it here now because I've already selected the file. But there's actually 3 different modes of separation. There's like a weak, a mild, and an aggressive. I had this set to aggressive too. So some of the artifacts that you may be hearing may very well be from that setting. But let's take a listen. Okay, here we go.
Through the fire, through the flame, we feel your presence all around us. Through the power of your name, we're moving forward with greater purpose. Through the fire, through the flame, we feel your presence all around us. Through the power of your name, we're moving forward with greater. Through the fire, Lord, bring us together.
Wow. Okay. Now, yet again, this was set to aggressive. Let's see if we can take that down a notch and if we can't get even a better rendition of that. Okay, so going back to the main page here, you can see right here in this area, this is what I was talking about. So we have a normal, aggressive, and mild mode. So that last one that we just heard was set to aggressive. Let's go ahead and see what it's going to sound like if we set it to normal. Okay, let's go ahead and take a listen to that preview so we don't have to download the entire file and then take a chunk away from our 295 minutes we got here already.
Through the fire, through the flame, you're making us stronger.
Okay, now let's listen to the instrumental. Okay, so let me know in the comments section which one already that you're preferring. So the first one we listened to is the aggressive. This was the normal. Let's listen to the mild now. Go back here, set this to mild. Okay, so here is the mild version.
Through the fire, through the flame, you're making us stronger.
All right, now let's listen to the instrumental. Okay, so now I'm uploading another song. This one is called Viral. This is a song that I just released not too long ago with some awesome people here in this community. I want to see how this performs on this song in particular, because this song is very heavy laden with a lot of synthesizers and just all kinds of production elements. So I feel like it's going to be a good test to run this thing through its paces. Okay, so here is the vocal only. This is set to normal.
The darkness of this present hour is ever looming. The pressure to perform is all-consuming. We bare our souls just to get alike and filter out these scars inside.
Okay, that's pretty crazy because that song has a lot going on. In fact, if we could just get a brief listen to exactly what the song sounds like without any of this.
Of this present hour is ever looming. The pressure to perform is all-consuming. We bare our souls just to get alike and filter.
So as you can see, it's actually, there's a lot that it's got to try to cut through there, so it's not doing too bad of a job. Let's listen to the instrumental now and see how well it's removed the vocal. Interesting. So it is definitely struggling with that vocal. Of course, there's a lot of vocal processing on there. There's some doubling of the vocals. There's also some pitch shifting that's being blended back in with the vocals, which is causing it to set in a lot of different frequency ranges. So that's kind of crazy that it's even able to separate it that much. So, okay, now just for fun, I wanted to upload this. This is just a really quick file where I had the phone laying underneath our TV with it playing a acoustic version of 𝗨𝗨 by Africa, and I'm in the very far corner of the room running in place to create some extra background noise while I'm saying a line that I'm hoping this will be able to separate from all that. So sort of that forensic audio idea that I had earlier. So this is what the original file sounded like. Okay, so in this original file, you can hear me talking, but you can't really make out exactly what I'm saying. So we know that this is an acoustic guitar that's playing in the background. So I'm going to set this to acoustic, and I'm going to create a new preview. So hopefully this will be able to remove that acoustic guitar from that snippet of audio and be able to only hear my vocals, or in this case, the inaudible speech that you can't really make out. Okay, so let's go straight into removing this without acoustic guitar. Let's see if it can pick me up. I heard that if you subscribe to this channel, you can actually make 5 years to your life. I know this seems crazy, but here I am 5 years later, and I'm still alive. It's a miracle. That's crazy. It actually did kind of work. So yeah, if there's like something in the background that you know for sure, like let's say that there's a guitar player going crazy in the background and you can't hear what somebody's saying in the midst of all of that, you might even be able to use this to try to extract someone's conversation from a otherwise crowded or busy room. Interesting. Okay, well, something really cool happened during the filming of this video to get this video prepared for you guys to actually listen to. A VIP member, an excellent musician, and a client of mine had reached out and said, I have this recording from like years ago of just me and my guitar sitting down, and I'd really like to be able to make this a full-blown production, but I have no way of splitting the vocal and the guitar so that I can actually do that because it's all one file. This worked perfectly. Now, I don't have this gentleman's permission to be able to play this for you as of right now. We are working on the song currently, but this was just another amazing best use case scenario where you can actually take someone's files that maybe they've been sitting on for a long time, split them out by instruments, and actually go back and remix them, or even replace instruments that are already there with a great tape. So what are some ways that we could utilize this AI in our day-to-day lives? Well, essentially, this could make music creation as well as blending elements easier for DJs, musicians, sound producers, engineers, and other music professionals. Likewise, by removing certain elements or localizing them, music teachers can more clearly present material for their students. Another awesome usage for this is that finding the key to a song will be easier without the top line of a vocal standing in the way. And another thought that I had, which is sort of off the beaten path like most everything else that I do, what about forensic work? I mean, let's say that you needed to separate a voice from an otherwise unusable piece of audio evidence in a courtroom. This could make or break the case. All right, guys, so what did you think about today's program? Is this something that you're going to add to your tool belt? Let me know in the comment section down below how you might actually use this program. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. I hope that you found this video insightful, informative, or educational, or even entertaining at the least. If you did, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up to let YouTube know to push this out to other individuals, and go ahead and consider subscribing while you're here. Likewise, ring the bell icon so that every time I upload a new video or I go live once a week, you'll be the first to know. Until next time, remember, we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together, we can achieve so much more.